Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, where a new day begins, a new day of investigation. Due to unreliable witnesses. To be honest, we had Gumshoe and a completely unreliable Victor Kudo. You kind of feel like that first trial day, even though we gained a ton of extra evidence. It's pretty wasted, don't you think? So how do you think the trial went this morning? Rubbish, I just said. How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is that old Mr. Kudo saw the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Punerific, yeah! We've got to find one for Maggie, which is going to have a terminal case of guilty. These guys. So you know, dad jokes are for me. I'm not even a dad, but I can still do them. Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be at Trebian. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. Indeed we should. So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zin Eop. You know, like what he's like and stuff. You know, like the thing that wasn't brought up in court when the part of the problem where Maggie was found guilty the first time is because someone was there that wasn't me. The stupid stuff. Oh yeah. Almost forgot about that guy. I had to beat you so hard. I feel like you were smooching the express train. Phoenix Wright. You saying you Phoenix Wright? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. Can't you remember what voice I had for him now? Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonione? Yes, Don Quixote, but Don Fonione. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation of character. Yes, defamation of character indeed. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Well, that's the question of itself, but I'm sure we'll meet him. Because of course, the true murderer be you. We all know that by now, right? I mean, the pictures started off. Made it very obvious after all. I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. I know, we're just coming here to move on to Trebian. God. Chill, people. That's where everything will go down. With Don Fonione. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it! Come on! Who's this? This is the old man, isn't it? Hey, that sounds like... Oh, it's Gumshoe. Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Lottery again? Ah, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a rip-off. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here! He is, and he's having the twin tea set! The fool! Haha. What can I say? That you've now got food poisoning? I don't know. Maggie doesn't like you? It's a bit harsh. This is a nightmare! How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it for once. I mean, it was the truth. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimony is like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So did Maggie say anything new about me, I mean? Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Wah. Wah! But please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean...
Why is this happening?
He's banging his head against the wall, Nick.
Oh man, poor Gumshoe.
Should have a single bit of blood coming down from his head, like drip, drip, drip.
So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking.
So how did it taste?
Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it really. It was delicate.
Delicate?
You mean you liked it?
It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right words to describe the taste. And I just realised. It's bad, that's it! It tasted bad! It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you pay 20 bucks for it, you know?
Actually, you can kind of understand that statement. Maybe you should have found out the price after he'd finished eating. Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glen Elg came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set. By fierce, you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Elg, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here?
The computer tech? Sure.
Let's ask about the radio and then prevent his profile then? So what were you all excited about earlier?
Huh?
That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something.
Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited.
Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to?
Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show.
Oh, come on, why lie? You were listening to the lottery.
What the, a psych lock? Haha, this unspecial lobster show is great.
Just cover it by another lie. Then why are you tears in your eyes? I don't know why you would be like this, Gumshoe. You were listening to the lottery. That's why you were calling numbers. It's not that hard to understand. Now I need to present you, don't I, rather than be on this bit. We should be able to break that down in no time at all. But you never know, maybe there's a twist. Maybe there's something I don't know about.
This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he works.
What happens when he crashes though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden?
Oh, he wasn't literally a computer, Mayor. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim.
Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg worked yet? You might as well.
His workplace? Where's that?
A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Oh no, not Blue Screens of Death! He's dead too! It was a sign. Or something like that. It's a B-sod.
Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go.
Computers aren't really my thing, Mayor.
We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff.
Yeah, right. I wonder about that. This is around the corner from this joint. You should take a look.
No wonder he's in here then. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Right, with that in mind... Did he come up with an extra talk option? Or will that come from me breaking open? Should we just try the Magatama? See if my hunch is correct and I can present the lottery ticket? You needed an 8, you could only win 5. Do you know what I mean?
Alright, Detective Gumshoe. Tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not going to tell you.
We'll see about that, pal.
Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I say it was related to... the lottery! I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Elg did. It's like you can see right through me!
Huh? I've cracked him already!
See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing!
Yeah! We could probably got some health back from that, to be fair.
I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. Pretty lucky?
What's with everyone in the lottery? So how did it go?
I won 50 cents! It'd be better to win nothing at all than have a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk, see? And they've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal.
I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed.
Yeah. What time is it now, anyway? It's just after 1:30.
And the lottery results always broadcast at the same time?
Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket.
Millionaire radio flyer. Okay. Millionaire radio. That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Then buy a ticket, Mayor, with your own money. Right, there's nothing else to get in terms of stuff right now, but maybe we'll come back to you, eh? To be honest, I think it's probably best for us to check out a new place, the Blue Screens Inc., before checking anywhere else out. That's what a very futuristic server room you have there. Why are you working inside the server room is the question. Wow, this place is so high-tech, you can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Mayor. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Who's this? Ooh, tech lady.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show.
Edumacation, the favourite kind of spelling.
My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director.
Director? She's human! She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Nice reference. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glen Elg's?
That's a DMH, right?
HMD. Nice try, but it's the other way around, Mayor. It's an HMD.
One of my programs here, Blue Screens Inc., are supplied with HMDs.
See, that's my trying to robot of human voice.
And do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one.
Right, no emotion. Quick, to the point. I'm a robot. Blue Screens Inc., tell me more.
So, what exactly is this firm's business? I'll try to simplify it so you can understand. We analyse the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source level components to them.
Huh?
You lost me on the corner of analyse and management.
It doesn't matter. They analyse stuff. You got that much, right?
Software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc. Digital optical storage media.
Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music.
It's a small firm, but all my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time slicing common areas and multi-threaded logical access to shared global variables. Obviously, program structure heavily influences response time and performance, so the co-independence of global variables and memory overheads is vitally important to the success of the execution. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that?
Yeah? I did. Ah, yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Mayor. What happened exactly? You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? Basil?
I don't know. You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. The police officer was here earlier too. But I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh.
How about Mr. L's desk? Have you cleared it out already?
No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it.
I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. Right, well, I will examine things and then maybe present them to you, because that's a crammy load of discs. Plus, the guy likes gambling, obviously.
Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess.
Looks pretty average to me.
But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this.
You think? Real whiskers can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Mayor stops asking silly questions. No hurry then.
Hey, this calendar. What about it?
This is another hint about tidying, you can forget it.
Someone marked December 3rd in red pen.
December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elk was murdered.
Is there anything else? Yeah. It says, meet with the tiger.
The tiger? I think we've met him.
But it's more than the calendar's shape that interests me, it's horse racing. Plus he plays the lottery, it seems like he's into gambling. Wouldn't you say? Well, let's check all these discs just going all over the place. Wow, look at this mess! Looks like they're all betting tickets. They're not, I thought they were floppy disks, even though they said they're UCDs. Whoops, they're all betting tickets. Indeed, betting is our issue here. Is Mr. Tiger a loan shark? Maybe. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. He finally won and gets killed. My god, that gambler has bad luck. This many tickets would get you, what, a buck down at the recycling centre? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Mayor. Right, what's that underneath? Well, it doesn't seem like I can scan that. Let's check the servers. Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer. Looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Mayor. That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. You work there too, Mayor. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Mayor, not a computer. No doubts spring in our mind. Well, lady, I would like you to possibly tell me more about Mr. Gambler. Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is Super Admin Restricted Desktop Access Password Protected. Super Admin Restricted Desktop Access Password Protected? What? This is madness! No, Mayor. Wait, what? That's actually where it went! I was gonna do that for it! That is Sparta! She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. What? The reference... I gotta say, I've said I've played the Felix Wright trilogy before, right? I have no memory of this game whatsoever. Like, none of these references. Which is why it's like going, it's blowing my mind. Harlem Shake, we got Sparta. What's going on here? Ah, pop culture games. This is blowing my mind. A code word? Sesame. If it's not Sesame, then it must be a mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Mayor. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elg. What do you say? Indeed, maybe we should. Let's present his profile, eh? Lisa Basil. Oh, and keep going past him. About Mr. Elg. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one or two bugs in his personality. Gambling. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. Hello? What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. Model employee. Hey, wait a minute. You changed your testimony. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. It's Mr. Loan Sharky McShark Sharkington. Or it's gambling debt. Aha! About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. Roll in the chains. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Roll in the chains. 3 of them, in fact. 3 Cyclops? I guess Mr. Elg was like every other man with his own pile of secrets. Well, there must be more to get to, but I'm not sure we're going to break this one as easily as we broke Mr. Gumshoe into pieces and shattery bits. Well, that said, let's keep moving. Talk to some more people and then see where we need to be. Let's speak to our favourite chef, huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. Yes, a certain someone that's going to be very important, kinda. There was more than one murderer, maybe? I'll be back next month. Oui, naturellement, I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. None! I will have everything ready, I promise! Loan Sharks is so Loan Sharks! And there's 2! I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, no, no! Stop it, I beg you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Mais no! This is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no! You do not have to worry. You know you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. He. Ah! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. Pectorals. But with that horrible image in your brain, we'll leave you for this episode of Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, with craziness going on and references that I do not expect. Bye-bye.